Dear Lomo, today is Thursday, January 11th, 2018, aka the day of your senior speech. I, Sabrina Spence, am introducing you. This is an interesting opportunity considering we have an interesting relationship, and I'm honored that you haven't tried to influence me considering you only trust me most of the time. And you occasionally act like we aren't friends. Without me, who would tell your mom where you are when your phone is broken? Who would drive you home when you don't wake up in time to drive to school, although you live 5 minutes away? You're someone I can call at the drop of a hat, and you keep me humble by constantly reminding me that I have no power in the Latin Club because I'm not a real officer. Thank you, Madam President. However, you're beautiful, intelligent, and a wonderful friend I'm blessed to say I have, even if you are a bit unorganized. I know you're going to be wonderful. Love, Brie Bear. Everyone, please give it up for the talented and fierce Lauren Olivia Moore.
I am a bit of a perfectionist. You might not notice about me if you see me dashing from class to class with papers fluttering in my wake, but it happens to be true. I am extremely hard on myself and tend to overthink every little mistake I make, which I'm sure a lot of you as St. Mary's girls can relate to. There's a lot of pressure on us, most of which comes from ourselves. I have decided that my New Year's resolution in New Year, New Me fashion is to let go and relax, especially when I have done all that I can do. In the spirit of letting go, I have decided to describe just one way that I am not perfect, and I may end up embarrassing myself in front of the whole school a touch of the process. I am about to tell you a series of tales of woe of when my clumsiness has struck. Let me set the scene of the first incident. It was the first Eucharist of the school year. I ran to the robing room, threw on my robe, my rope cincher, and hopped over to the sanctuary. I also sing in the chamber ensemble, which also happened to be singing during this Eucharist. This basically means I go from up here to back there a lot. So after communion on this particular Eucharist, I was walking back up to the balcony, and I already knew what was about to happen. There was an air vent. I was wearing a long robe. It is all too clear in hindsight. I tripped right there in the side aisle of the church. Yes, right over there. During the silent communion, and yes, it was as awkward as you're imagining, since I could tell at least 2 rows saw this horrendous blunder, because I am not the most graceful tripper. I was beyond embarrassed, but I still laughed. I believe the best thing to come from my ineptitude to walk without tripping is learning how to not take myself too seriously all the time. Mistakes happen. Tripping happens, and sometimes the best thing to do is laugh it off. During that tale, at least I did not fall all the way down, but during the next one I'm about to tell you, I did. This account takes place during the upper school play this year. I played the very important role. Okay, maybe not the lead, but a fun role nonetheless, of the man, and you can't take it with you. In the dressing room before one of the shows, I was changing with the rest of the girls in the cast when it happened. It happened quickly. I was changing pants, and they were around my ankles when I fell. I stepped back to step out of the pants, and I tripped over my friend's large shoes. You were probably thinking, okay, so she fell straight down. Not quite, my friend. I flew backwards and somehow perfectly fell into a prop bin that was quite a tight fit. So here I was, stuck in a bin with my pants around my ankles. Honestly, what are the chances? Overall, no one is proud of being clumsy, or at least no one I've met is, but I am. I have made so many good memories and have laughed so hard my eyes have watered because of my clumsiness. It is a part of who I am, and honestly, I wouldn't change it, although I would admit it would save me some bruises if I could. It is a part of me that is not perfect, and I have often been beyond embarrassed by in the past. But now that I'm a wise 18-year-old who completely has my life together, I have learned how to love the imperfections and laugh about them when I can.